Have you ever had that glitch in the Matrix moment? You're standing at the kitchen, you're staring at your fridge, and you have no idea how you got there or what you wanted to eat. Or maybe you're checking your email at 8 o'clock in the morning, just a quick check, and suddenly it's 9 in the morning and you just spent the last 1 hour looking at real estates on the internet you can't afford. We treat these moments as funny quirks, but they are actually symptoms of a drift state. Your subconsciousness has hijacked your whole cognitive bandwidth. Today we're going deep into Chronos Mapping. We aren't just managing time, we are actually dismantling the neurological loop that steals our lives 1 accidental hour at a time.
Useful Thoughts Video Podcast.
Part 1. The Neuroscience. Default mode versus executive control. So to fix this drift state, we have to understand what is actually happening in the engine room of our brain. In neuroscience, there's a concept called the default mode network, DMN. Think of it as our brain's idle setting. When you aren't focused on a specific task, the DMN kicks in. It's responsible for daydreaming, thinking about the past, and worrying about the future. Now, that DMN isn't evil or something. It is actually where a lot of creativity happens. But it is also the state where subconscious loops live. On the other side, you have the executive control network. This is the part of you that is present. The problem is that staying in executive control is metabolically expensive. It is hard work for the brain. And that's why your brain is constantly looking for an excuse. Because brains tend to be lazy, and your brain wants to give the wheel back to DMN and also to your basal ganglia, which is the part of the brain that is responsible for habits and automation. Let's say you are a smoker and you don't know what to do. What will you do? I guess you will smoke a cigarette. So when you drift, when your thoughts, your mind drift, you basically handed over your biological clock to an automated script that doesn't care about your goals. It just wants to run the loop, because these loops is what your brain is used to, and it's comfortable, and it's nothing to be afraid of, because it's just a loop. Part 2. Funny everyday loops in action. Trust me, we all have these loops. They are like software bugs in our everyday life. For example, there is the social media staircase loop. It works like this. You're opening your phone to just check the weather. But before the app even opens, your thumb, driven by poor basal ganglia muscle memory, has already swiped twice and opened a social media app. You didn't choose that. Your thumb just ran its favorite script. And here's another example, the toothbrush trance. So you're brushing your teeth, and suddenly you're realizing that you've been staring at a water spot on the mirror for minutes. You finished brushing, but your staring at the mirror loop is so strong you're standing there for minutes. You're standing there thinking at some passive-aggressive comment somebody at work just made last Tuesday or somewhere. And here's another example, the laundry purgatory. You got to put these clothes in the dryer, and there is a sock lying on the floor. And there's a book out of place. There's some dust. What book is this? You start to read its back cover, and suddenly, 15 minutes later, you sit there reading that book, and the laundry isn't done yet. Do that every day, and your clothes will start to smell. So these aren't just distractions, these are leaks. Every time one of these loops runs, you are losing a little bit of your chronos, of your lifetime. And this is how these loops steal your lifetime. Part 3. The methodology. How to use a Chronos Map. There is a 2-step audit of your internal clock against your biological reality. Step 1 is you need to identify the bridge moments. Looping almost always starts in transitions. The moment when you just finished a phone call, or the moment you walk through a door, or the moment you close a tab in your browser. In that split milliseconds of what next, the DMN tries to seize control. So take action. For 3 days, I want you to carry a small notebook. or to use a simple note on your phone. Every time you are waking up from a drift and you realize that you have just been in a loop, write down what triggered it. Was it boredom, or was it a difficult task you tried to avoid? Was it thinking about a certain person or what you have to do tomorrow? Whatever it was, write it down. And step 2, you need to audit the bandwidth. How much of your day was actually deliberate and how much of your day was automated? Most people find out that about 40 to 60% of the time is spent in automated loops. When you start to map it, you will start to see the patterns. You realize that checking the news is not a 5-minute task. It's a 30-minute subconscious loop that leaves you the feeling of just being drained. You were not only reading the news, you were reading all, Chapter 5, Dismantling the Script. So once you have mapped these loops, you need to dismantle them. Do this by using pattern interrupts. For example, while you catch yourself in the toothbrush trance or on the social media staircase, don't get angry. Anger is just another loop. Instead, use a physical anchor. Bite in your finger. Tap your wrist. Take one deep reset breath. And then you name the loop out loud. Oh, there's that lazy avoidance script again, or something. By naming it, you're moving the activity back from the basal ganglia into the prefrontal cortex. You are literally forcing the executive control network to take the wheel back. This is actually high leverage mastery. You are reclaiming your cognitive bandwidth to use on things that actually move the needle in your life and are not just a waste of time.
Part 6, the conclusion.
So you need to become a master of the moment. At the end of the day, Chronos Mapping is not about being a productivity robot. It is actually the opposite. It is about being human enough to be present for your life and to be present in the moment and enjoy the moment and not thoughts about the past or the future. Time is the only resource we cannot earn more of, and we also cannot really buy time. When we let these subconscious loops run wild, we essentially letting our biological machinery spend our life savings on things we don't even like. So I invite you to start your chrono mapping tomorrow. Let me know how it works for you. Write me a few comments. If this kind of resonates with you, subscribe to the channel to see me again. And that's it for today. Stop drifting and start living.